Sheila Acosta had charged me uh, with a crime of thefts and identity thefts and such. But as I found out, she's actually been trying to get that to stop because she found out the truth. She found out more information. Um, and it was actually initiated first by a woman named Carla Loudon. Because they're planning and they want to take everything of Sheila Acosta's and mine and make me suffer because I tried to stop it. But and they don't all know this, all the law things and that. They're just, anyway. Judge Pellegrini, I try to say, wait, am I understanding right that I'm supposed to take into custody Sheila? Yes, talk to them. And then he directed me back to, she directed me back to, see, I'm still fabricated about this. Back to the district attorney. And I talked to the district attorney. I said, District Attorney, what's going on here? How's this possible? I'm being charged by her. I try to explain this real quick. And I'm so fuddled that she just says, we'll talk later. Well, later has never come. I tried to get an appointment later to talk with the new district attorney on the case, and I got shut down completely. It's like, what's going on? I know for a fact these people plot to gain their own benefit. Anyway, then I'm shoved over to the defense attorney that shoves Sheila, or that's already being arrested now by two officers that were in the courtroom at the same time that all this went down, and she shoves everything over at me. A big briefcase, a purse, the purse having, you're supposed to, like, what things are put in your custody, you're supposed to inventory them. At least that's what I was taught. You inventory them, you make an accountability of them because you now become accountable for them. And the things that I started to find and categorize and such, it was like, oh my God. And that was after I had been shoved the purse, I had been shoved the thing, and then the defense attorney, Shannon Douglas, not walked around one, they didn't get a dang description of the vehicle from Sheila Acosta. I don't know what was going on with Sheila, but obviously something was going along with Sheila. And what happened was I walked around the courthouse twice. That's all she got out of her. Is that she parked around the courthouse. Around the courthouse. That's 4 sides. And I tried to use logic. I knew that she was disabled, so maybe she had a handicap sticker. I know she still had the farm, so maybe she had a truck or some kind of. She would have to be able to transport the animal food that she had. So I kind of gasped a little bit, and then uh, Shannon comes up and says, oh yeah, she said it was in a chip bag in the back end. Okay, well that helps a little bit better. In a chip bag in the back end, back end means, in my world, has always been the back end of a pickup truck. So, oh yeah, there we go, found it. And then, before I could ask another question, before I could ask her next contact information or anything, because I didn't even know what was going to happen, I didn't know that she was leaving the public defender's office. She just, like that, went out on her own, and none of her information was current. Didn't get any of her current information. Had to call the Oregon State Bar to finally get her current information. I called her and trying to find out, what am I supposed to do with all this? Because what happened was, in the truck, there was a lot more. There was bags, phone, there's there was tons of evidence. There was tons of things saying to live, how to keep care of the animals, everything. It's like she had a huge suspicion that her lawyer had failed her. Well, I've already seen that by just looking at the public records before I knew other things. But here I am now. I've got no instructions. I've just been handed, somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000-$30,000 worth of different kinds of merchandises, cash. It's just like, okay, and my van is going to be stranded now too. And I don't got a huge friend base yet over here that I want to say, hey dude, would you mind helping me with this problem? I don't want to impose a lot of you guys out there, but hell. I go home. I go home to my wife, and I figure, this is an emergency. She does know how to drive. I wouldn't ask her to drive this one. I ask her to drive the van, and it wouldn't be that bad. And she blows some kind of gasket. If you want to see something about that, I had a rant on that. Sorry, Nicki Minaj was the starter title for one of them, and I kind of, I don't know. But needless to say, because of what the courts did, and I couldn't get a hold of my lawyer, Tiffany Humphrey, I couldn't get a hold of Shannon Douglas again. I couldn't get a hold of nothing. Everything was just, it was done. I was put in freaking charge of all of this, and here it is, like I said, January 18th almost, 2022, a little over 30 days later, and I still have not been able to get a hold of Shannon R. Douglas. Tiffany Humphrey don't understand what I'm saying, mainly because I have this feeling what I'm saying, she can't believe. And trust me, what I've told you guys right now is exactly what I'm telling her. Exactly what I'm telling her. And, ooh, dang. What happened was then I had to go over to Tillamook. That was the closest place that I could find somebody to help me. That was Richard Dale Max, a business owner in Tillamook County that may or may not be my biological father. Oh, that we'll solve in another episode. Some bio testing, let's see. But the simple